Hello and welcome to the next episode of this series, which is all about this Lego room and of course my life. Now it's a big one, this one, which we're actually going to be putting base plates down under quite a lot. We have a huge stack of base plates just here. Thanks to Jay's Toy Collection UK for finding all of those online for me, but we'll carry on with where we left off. So we actually finished on the Batman stuff. We actually did all of this. We changed all of this around in the last upload, including a different Kallax unit. This was 8 individual cubes. Now it's 2 4s. That then allows us to make some little dioramas in the future with the modulars. It's all going to be lit and it's all going to look neat and tidy, and it all got repainted in the last one. We have then put the cars and everything up on top, and we've got a nice little shadow there, as you can see with the symbol. And then we've just put all of these cars in. We have added a new addition in the last upload as well, which is the new animated series car. Of course, the Rivendell is about to move in this upload. We have got the cinema up here, and then we've got the Joker Manor up nice and high. Underneath there, we've got the Harry Potter track, and then it wraps around into the alleyway. And of course, it is screaming for the Gringotts Bank, but the Lego website don't currently have a giveaway, which is really, really annoying because I was hoping to order it this weekend. I am still tempted, to be honest, and just not worry about the GWP, but besides law, I'll order it, and then it'll be something that I really, really wanted to do. This is going to be where we're starting today's upload first. All of this L-shaped corner is going to be base plated, then we're going to see where we're at, because after that, it then gets messy, because we've got to move all of the Star Wars stuff off, including that huge fan. All of this got put up here to start to figure out if it would work up here, and I'm still not sold. So it's all going to come off. We're going to put the base plates down first and see what we can do. So if we can just get the base plates down on here and nothing else back on, but get this corner pretty much ready, it would be nice then to start having this L shape completely finished, or roughly finished, because we've done that over here. So we have got all the different townhouses in. We started to add little dioramas up on the roof. You can see you've got the loop coaster, and then you've got some really nice vantage points for photos and different things like that. And it is slowly starting to come together. We've got some little road plates going down. I just need to carry on with the road plates just down on that bit. So we will see where we're at, because it is okay up until this bit just here where we've got the D&D dragon. I've got all of the minifigures. I managed to use the app. If we get chance today, we'll do it. If not, we'll have to have a minifigure upload, and then they can just all get added in on that one, because all of this over this side has to move. So there is actually a plan. Because I haven't put the tumbler there and I've kept some of the shelves free, it does make my life a lot easier if I can just take these bits and pieces off, put them over there, he says, without breaking my neck and falling down the loft ladders. Base plates go down, all those bits come over, and then we repeat and repeat, I think. So, with that being said, let's get to it. So the first thing we need to do is make a little bit of space. Now these are going to be moving over just for now. And I think actually I could be cheeky and maybe just move them over into the Harry Potter, then bring them straight back and then do the Harry Potter after. But that would be the more sensible option. That way I don't have to climb over the loft ladders. Let's just do that first, and then we will do the Harry Potter. I've got a bit of an idea. What I want to try and do is I want to spice the colours up a little bit so everything pops. So this is going to be all green. Now, I don't know still, after me moving all of this, if this is the right table it needs to go on, or the table behind you, because of the configuration of the table. The tables are the same size. This one is obviously length is going left to right, whereas the other one, the length is going to the way. So it's one of those where I'm not 100% sure, and I also don't know if all of this is going to be going back. And if you're wondering what all of this is on the table, it's the brick dust from the shelf that they were originally on. I told you they are. That shelf up there is a shelf of terrors. So these have moved. These have moved. This is always a good bit of fun to do. Now I've got cables absolutely everywhere, because as I am talking to you, I'm also rendering and editing videos in the background, because I have no time in a week or so to do anything. So I'm trying to basically get ahead. That's whatever that was, for different bits and pieces. And these little things, for example, I've got to double check where they all come from, because I don't know where they've fallen off from. That is my laptop cable, which is working away in the background. So if I unplug that and plug it over there, that'll give us some more space. Fantastic. Right, so you are currently on the base plates. Now let's take a look at them, because I don't know, and I can't remember, which box is for what. Now that is a Harry Potter thing. This is item number 1. So all of this is all white base plates. They're not official Lego base plates, but I can't afford to buy official Lego base plates because they cost far too much money. I think they're £8 each, and these worked out to be £1 each. So as long as you're careful and do what I've done, like that, for example, where you're just putting the white base plates down, I'm putting the modulars and the other units on top of them, and then standing the minifigures on the Lego bases. You don't have to worry about the feet or anything, and it just gives that nice sort of look with regards to everything. Now, these are the colours. I am hoping there is enough colours in here, because if not, I can, and I have got them ready, I've got some more green here. So what do we have in here? We have got 1 pack, 2 pack of these. Now, that is another box that can get recycled. We are just going to tuck straight into this. Now, plan is these get base plated, Rivendell comes over, Jurassic Park comes over. So can you guess what colour this is going to go? Yes, it's going to go green, that is obvious. But this is what I meant about the configuration. Because I can't spin that table any other way because of the loft ladders, I think it'll look better there. And then this is a standalone thing. So this table sticks out. This is the table that has to move a lot. So I'm thinking of putting the smaller architecture sets on there, and then maybe making a display underneath that table as well. Whereas this will just be the table on top, and then I can tidy underneath, because the loft ladders literally just miss the top of this. So I can't put anything to about there anyway. So I've only got about basically half a table for a display underneath. So I hope I can get all of this on and it will fit. Because if it doesn't fit, then I'm going to have to swip it around, and then that's just going to be a right royal pain. So let's get these down out, and then we can actually now start to crack on and make some nice bits and pieces. So there are multiple base plate brands on available, so you can get whatever it is that you want. I know you've got to be careful with the feet on some of them, so I'm not that daft. I do realise that, and I also realise that I am going to have to customise the front of these as well. So that is okay, but we should be alright. So there's 6, and that is basically just overlapping for the 8. Now I think the Harry Potter, it'll be, if I get that underneath, we should be alright. I think we should be good, hopefully. So we will see what is going on with that. So I need to do something obviously with the front. Now I don't know whether to have it a thin strip of grey with the 16 by 32 and it's just the walkway round, or what, but that is a very, very nice looking green, so I am happy with that. And I do have somewhere some 16 by 32s, but I don't know if they're going to be, if I'm going to have to customize them or cut them, because you can see it sticks over by 4 studs, so I don't know whether to have it overhanging by 4 and if I'm going to knock it or not. So the first thing I want to do is get the big sets over, and then I can worry about the smaller ones, because I am worried that this layout might be a little bit more tricky. This is basically just going to be a mashup. Now I am stood like a moron, like this, as per normal, stood like a moron, over a loft hatch, which is always the way. Now I want to get this over. I want to get the Jurassic Park gates over. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. And then just see Oh, that sucks so bad. So bad. This is why it's called a disaster series. Yay for me. Right, well, you know what I'm now going to be doing until we can continue, so I will get this repaired. If I can be bothered. Oh, god damn. Oh, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Everything's gone. All the internal structures have gone. Don't even know where that's supposed to go. So I'm going to have to find the instruction booklet, which I haven't got a clue where that is either, because it's involved in some of this. Could have been worse, could have gone down the loft ladders, but I've already lost the will to live. So I will turn you off, fix this, and then we'll carry on. Screw it, we'll try and fix it now without the instructions, because, well, I'm sure it's going to go horrendously wrong. I've just picked the bit up and bits have just pinged off, so I am doing my best not to destroy this completely. But at the same time, if it breaks, it goes. So I should have a rule that if I actually drop anything and it breaks like the Ninjago, I should just sell it. Sold as seen, because I am sick and tired of rebuilding stuff. Now, we're connected, we're only resting on literally that one stud just there. So I can't quite figure out, oh, maybe that should, is that where it goes? Because we've got that open face, I'm assuming this bit must cover that. So they must have a bit of an overlap on the one side. We've got a bit of a roof thing. And on the other side, we've got another thing that is going on. So yeah, it's quite a lot to this, and it's annoying because I can't figure out where it's all supposed to go. Now if I pick that up and slot that there, that all lines up on that side, so that side's actually ready to go in. So this side needs to be raised up and rested on something. That looks like I am literally clutching at straws now. I have no idea whatsoever. So I did not want to do that. That lines up with that. Is that now too tall? Yes, it is. Or is it too tall? I don't know which is supposed to go where. I can't get that in. So clearly that is not the bit that goes there. So I don't know if it's supposed to be the tree, and I can't put this down. So that on the other side is how it goes. So on the other side, we are actually clipped in to a point. Can I let go? I can. Right, so how bad is it? That's obviously the roof. The tree goes somewhere where, I don't know. I thought that bit would have gone there, but clearly it does not. We've got candles and stuff on the other side, and we've got all these supports, I think, on the middle, which is no good if they're in the middle, because I've got to then take it all back off again to add the supports in. I don't know if this goes, I haven't got a clue. It's such a detail complex thing that I have absolutely, that looks like it's supposed to go there, but that would be the wrong way around. So that looks like, oh, it goes there. Clearly, it's pulled something out on the other side. We've got these two bits. There's a pillar in the middle, just there, which is not correct. So is that the correct one? What's it in? Yes. So that bit goes there. Right, got a bit more support in there. Now this tree is removable, so I might as well just get that out of the way. That gives us the Easter egg for the Lord of the Rings eyeball. Now, structural supports on the inside. This is where it's going to get a little bit tricky, because where does that finish? That wants to go there. Assuming these are all for the roof. That's clearly not right, is it? Oh, I need a picture. Need a picture. So I know Friday the 13th was yesterday, but it gets worse and worse. So in the background, I've been watching Mr. J's Toy Collection UK and Dan Who Reviews over in London doing a live stream while doing some bits and pieces in the background. He's gone off because he looks like he was about to keel over. This was Jay, because he started to cough his guts up and needed some water. And now the internet's gone off. So I don't know if he's alive. I have absolutely no idea. So because the internet's gone off, I can't upload anything to YouTube. That video that is now stuck. I mean, I'm more concerned that I can't upload to YouTube rather than Jay's Toy Collections UK's health. But if somebody could check in on him and then let me know if he did survive, because I have, very kindly, because that's the kind of person I am, I have put one of these to the side for him. But he now might not receive it, because he might be in London somewhere, and that's it. It might be game over for him. So I have found an older photo on my phone, and my camera reel of all things, because I did actually take a photo of this set. How well this is going to go, I don't know, because I can only zoom in and out a little bit. But we do have, that's not correct. So we take that off, and we're going to make this up as we go along. So we have got that bit, and then there is a bit that goes on top of it. Could actually been, no, that wouldn't have been that bit. Now there is another piece, and I hope that bit hasn't gone absolutely flying. We need a long shafty pokey bit, which is, I think, that, which then goes there. Don't know, I actually don't know what, so if it actually serves a purpose or not, to be honest. I don't know if it's just there to prop the roof up, or if it's supposed to be taking some of the weight. But going by this photo I've got, don't actually think it's supposed to be touching the roof at all, because there is supposed to be a tall thing. I don't know if it's this. This looks like it's supposed to go right on the corner. There. Now is that the bit that goes on the poke? Oh wait, that is the pokey stick. Ah, right, pokey stick. See what I mean? Technical bit. So that's your pokey stick. That bit goes there. That bit goes there. That bit goes on there. So far we are living the dream. Now that is up too high somewhere, and I don't know why, because we're off by a smidge, but I don't want to push it down too hard in case I've got to get the rest of the bits and pieces in. So this is now just turning in to a impromptu live, hope it works and see for the best redo. Now that is not correct. Take that bit off. That bit's taller. Again with that, I just don't know what it's supposed to be doing. I don't know where it's supposed to. There's got to be something that I can't see in this photo that is literally holding literally holding it up, but I can't see anything that's obvious that's fallen off, because it only fell backwards. So we will just continue and hope. Now, I'm pretty sure this makes a nice fancy pattern thing, because it does that, and then that one does like just something like that, and then maybe if I took that pokey bit off, because it's obviously mixed them up. Don't you dare fall off. I can't see, I can't see, I can't see. Oh, there it is. Oh, God. It's all going wrong. So, that is the bit that goes at the bottom. Not going well today. Not going well at all. So that is the bit that goes there. Get your popcorn out, everybody. This could be a... this could be it. This could be literally the disaster upload. And then we might have to do something else after, because this is not what I had planned for my only free time to do this. And we got this piece that looks like it goes upside down in there, and that now matches that, but I can't figure out if there's supposed to be a bar that goes across. Does the roof... oh, hang on. How's that? How is that? There's a pinhole for the roof up there. So somehow the whole roof has... how has that done that? Is that a Technic pin? We do love a bit of Technic and Lego. I say this every time. Yes. That's why the roof's too high. Okay, so we can ping that back down after. I just have to rip that out without ripping the rest of the roof off. And I'm hoping for the best that that is the bit that goes there. And then when the Technic pin drops, that will be there or thereabouts okay. There's not... I am literally clutching at straws now with regards to what else I can do, because I really can't see. I just don't know where that tree's supposed to go. I just don't know if it's supposed to go there. I don't think it is. It might do. Still concerned that I got some of these left, because these look a little bit fancy, but I don't know if they're structurally supporting. And then we got all of these bits, like this, for example, which I would imagine definitely are structurally supporting. I am going to have to try and reset this internet box or do something, because this is driving me absolutely insane. Right, I've tried it. It's kind of working, but not fantastically well. So I just quickly took some screenshots from the Lego website. I still don't know if Jay's alive or not, but I will drop him a message later on. Now, we are looking for... another... oh, there it is. It is there. So this is supposed to go in here. That is another support on the back. So that will then get sandwiched in. That one will get sandwiched in as well. So we've got to line 2 studs to line up on there. Right, the next thing we need we need 2 of those. That's got to go in there, isn't it? That'll prop that bit up. So that's the back all lined up. So as long as I don't do anything horrendously stupid, and I'm not saying that's gonna be the case, because it might well be, we might actually have the structural support in place. Now, I have one of these, as you can see, because it is close enough to the camera, but that is not what I want. Now, what I think happens is this tree goes in here, but I can't quite figure out why we have got what looks like almost like a stud missing. That doesn't look like to me it's 100% correct, because I think that goes underneath, clips in, and it goes in there. But I'm not 100% sold on the bottom, and I don't know why. There's only one way it can go in, it'd be like that, unless it's for the rail. Obviously I've not pushed it in, but I wouldn't have imagined it would have gone like that. So I'm assuming there's got to be something that comes in on the other side to stop that from crashing and falling over. Because if I do that, and line all of these up and start to push all of these down, we are almost lined up at the, so that's lined up now. So that is lined up, it just doesn't seem right. But maybe it is. I think there might be a single thing that might supposed to wrap round on the inside of there. It's supposed to do something, I think. But from the back, we are all structurally okay up until this bottom right hand corner. So bottom right hand corner, we are missing some little bits and pieces, and that does look quite important there, like all the other bits are. Now we are looking for, if this is correct, some stuff, which is not helpful. I think that photo is confusing me, to be honest, because I think we are looking at a secondary building. So we need, I can't work it out for the life of me. Oh, there's a piece that's supposed to come down here, and then it's a brick that goes in. So it's got to, it's got to be that. Got to be that. Now, how am I supposed to get that in? I can get that bit in, it should be alright. That bit will go in like so. This faces out. Well, this is where it all goes ping and goes horrendously wrong. Ow. Right, that's that bit in, so that is nice. We're doing something. We are doing a thing. It's all going wrong. The camera now needs a new battery change because you are on 3%, which is not great. I will keep using those screenshots best I can. Right, the new battery is in, and I've made a little bit of progress on this rail. Now I think I've figured out why that bit is where it was, because I said to you that it had that weird stud. I think it's because it interlocks with this. Now I can't get my hand around, so I'll take that bit off. That I can't get my hand through, that's really annoying. Come on, I can't actually physically can't bend my wrist that way. Come on. Come on. Can't be that difficult. Right, there. So that goes over the top. That bit then goes back. So that is now on 4 studs, which is great. This bit then gets propped up by the bit that I nearly dropped on the floor, which is this bit just here, because that will go up. Still doesn't look right, because I think that holds that like so. No, it is right. It just doesn't look right, but it is. And yeah, that bit that I've literally just dropped, which I thought was just hit the table. There it is. Goes in. There. This is the last one. Down you go. Down you go. Right, that was a good pop. Right, that's in. That's that rail completely fixed and resorted. Now this leaves us over to this side. I still don't know what's supposed to be on this side of the fascia, but there can't be that much for it to go this horrendously wrong, so that must be there. It just has to. So that must do that, and then these must overlap. So there's a 3, there's a 4. They're repairing. This is to be doing something. This is going to be a nightmare because this is part of the roof, and that I have absolutely no idea how we're going to be able to do that. Everything across the back looks sound. I think that is there or thereabouts right. I put that piece up at the top, which is good. That bit is now fully connected in, and we are slowly living the dream. Now let's have a look for some bigger bits, because what I mean by bigger bits is, well, we have this monstrosity and these two monstrosities, and I can't see where they're supposed to go. So I've just spotted something, So these are supposed to go here. Now I have been a bit of a moron, because what I just did is I've just pushed all of these bricks down and then noticed, oh yeah, there's supposed to be something in the archway. So these are where the next 2 bits will go, but because I pushed them down, I know that they will, he says, should just ping nice in, and hopefully they'll ping up. Now the only thing about putting these flipping base plates down is that the sets don't want to move now, whereas before I could easily move all the sets. And if I unclip that and that, that's that one in, put that in there. Ooh, might be a bit of overkill, but never mind. So that is those 2. So they will, with a bit of brute force, just all line back up again, because they were too high in the first place. So that can carry on in a second. We will move on to the other side, because I want to get its hat on before I damage this part of the roof. So this thing has to, can't be that difficult, just slot into here. One or the other. I'm assuming it's that way. Really ruin it that bad? I can't now get that in. Why does that not want to sit in? Clearly I'm missing something here. What am I doing wrong? I mean, there's a lot of things I'm doing wrong, but we are slowly starting to get there. So that is now in and actually done properly. I didn't mess around with that, because I do not want this to be shown on camera that half the stuff is missing. Now this is the next bit. I said to you that they looked like there was something missing, and there is. It is whatever this is, and however this is supposed to connect back up. So I'm assuming you've got the hole for the shaft in the middle on the roof, and then they will keep these 2 pieces in place. Now how is the easiest way of doing this? I don't know. And don't forget, I am in a squat position in front of the loft hatch, so just bear that in mind if you think I'm making this look harder than what it needs to be, because it is harder than what it needs to be. I'm just making sure that they are all level. 1, 2, 3 in a jobby. That just needs to go in there. Oh, it's off. Of course it's off by a stud. It's always off by a stud. So that is too high because of that green thing there. So that can go back on there. That will get spun around and goes into there. And then somehow I've got to get this bit, without breaking everything, in here. God, that's putting a lot of flex on that roof. Oh, no, just ripped the roof off. Brilliant. Oh, come on. We don't like this. We don't want this. This is not something I want to be dealing with ever again, let alone every week. Right. Just needs to go in here, and it's... Right, we're lined up. Making that more dramatic than what it needed to be, so I can push that back in on the pin. So it is in by a Technic slot. Somewhere it is. That'll go in there. This bit then spins back forward and goes there. So I really have no idea what that bit's supposed to be doing. So I don't know what this bit's supposed to be doing up there. That's the bit that's confusing me. But we are slowly, very, very painfully starting to get all of this back together. Right, next up on the list, I'm assuming it's got to be, we've got to have some more over this side. We've got to. There's 2 of those. There's got to be something that goes there, something that goes there. That has to mirror the opposite side, so that has to go like so, and then if I just pull that out and break it, which is great, that will then go underneath, and then that has the next bit to wherever it's supposed to go, which is there. Now we're left with that. Now they've all got gold bits at the bottom, which doesn't help because this bit doesn't have a gold bit at the bottom. What are we left with? Oh, hang on, that bit does have a gold bit at the bottom, so that has to go there. This must then be the next bit that goes up on there like so. And have I got a white dangly thing that should go across the top, or is that... Can you see one anywhere? Anybody? So I'm assuming we are a white dangly bit down, because we got a double dangle there, there, there. I'm assuming I need another one of those that just goes over the top. Oh, it's hooked in. It is there. There it is. I bet you could see it and I couldn't. So that somehow is supposed to be attached to there. Now what are we off by? We've got 2 gold, 3 teal. One of those, 1, 2, 3 of those upside down thing, and then it connects in. So that doesn't look right to me. I'm assuming it's supposed to do that. Yes, it is. All right, take that back. That's in. Right, these 2 are still low, so I need to find something that will go on there and on there. I do want to get this Technic pin in for this roof, because this is just flapping about. It's annoying me. There we go. Right, that is now locked. Locked in. So what are we left with? Alright, that's fine. Candles will happen with. Shrubbery's got to be on the outside. That is going to be interesting. That and that is going to be interesting. That's the inside. We haven't got a hope of putting that back on, so I'm just going to have to attach that because that is one of these, but it's somewhere else. And I don't know where it is. Because you have to literally put it on first, so it's pinged off from underneath the roof, but the roof is locked on, so you can see it's nice and solid again. So I've just got to be careful, even more careful when I move it next time. We've got more of those. Spinning that round, pushing that down for that, and that. So that just needs to be pushed down properly when it needs to. I'm assuming that will go next to, we've got some of these, put that there. Still don't get this and this. These are two quite large pieces, and then we've got that, and that. So we are slowly starting to run out of bits, but I've kind of run out of photos, so I'm not 100% sure what to do. I spy there. That's where it goes, just in that bit, because it's so well hidden on the photos, because when this all starts to go together, it really is a very beautiful set. So that is that bit up at the top, and luckily I hadn't pushed down the rest of the roof. Now before I do push down the rest of the roof, is there anything else that is supposed to go on there? But you can see that that bit isn't connected yet, but I think that is just the gap from the top, and then this should be, famous last words, the last structural bit. It does look like it's off by a fair whack, so I'll push it from the back first. That was a big clip, that's what we wanted. That now should have brought that in, which it has. I just need to, it's annoying, I need to push it down from the roof, and I can't push it down from the roof. There is literally no other, there's no other pieces. It's just got that much flex in the roof. I don't think it has anything else. Now, I've got a funny feeling this might be, well, we might have another piece here, hang on. So we're saying about the detail, I've got a funny feeling this might be, oh, it's the internal staircase, okay. So that must go, oh dear, that must have, but must still go up there, because this must be the banister for this to go up. But how does that work with this, with the big arch? Oh, it'll clip underneath, won't it? Oh dear, yes, okay. So it won't go on top, it will go underneath. So that big clip that I just did, that's now not working in my favour, because that was the, oh dear, that was the space I had for that. That's now in, but I've just ripped all of that up. So that's the bit that was up before, which I popped down, which is now back up. There's that bit, so that's in. That bit's now in. As you can see, it's solid again to a point. This has to be the banister, doesn't it? That must go there. If you're following along with your instruction booklet, please let me know how I'm getting on, because this This is incredibly, I was about to say boring, but it's not, challenging, because this set is gorgeous. It's probably teaching me a lesson for trying to hide it for so long. Right, so that's all back in. Amazing, amazing detail on that. So if I said at the start of this upload that, yeah, we're going to get everything base plate, not a chance. Not a chance. We are now 20 to 3 in the afternoon. I don't even know how long this has taken, but that's all that's left. And I mean, it's fully complete, because I've even been on my hands and knees and found the pokey shafty bit as well. So all the capes for the minifigures are back there. We've got all of these bits and pieces across the back. So we will just have a nice display with the green, put all the greenery in, and then I'm going to have a very, very late lunch, or should I say late breakfast, early lunch or early dinner. One of those three, you know what I'm trying to get at. I am flagging now, but I want to get this done. But it's little bits of detail like this. I don't know where all these little lily pads and things are supposed to go. And things like that, because we've got, what, three lots of 3. Now the candles are obviously supposed to be in the middle. So if I can find a photo. Right, where are we? So, a photo from the front. It is a photo from the front. So that looks like it goes at the front. Can I see a photo from the back? On the LEGO website now, I'm just hoping for the best, that they've actually given us a detailed look on the inside. Now there's candles for here, because I can see them in the background. There's a tall set. Oh, it's got to be these. Has to be these, so that must go. Yes, it does. There. So that's those. There's a lot of candles in here, so I've just put in those candles just there. So we also have this set to look for. Now that looks to me like it's a set of 3. I know it's 2, but it looks like it's supposed to be a set of 3, which I know, if I can see it, there it is. That then clips on like so. That bit then goes in there like so. And that is that. So we're getting into the nitty gritty, because we have got a tree, a book candle thing. There's one of those there. Where is this? Because we've got 4 spare studs. That looks like it goes. Hang on, no it doesn't, it goes there. So it goes in that one. And we go like that. That's where that one goes, which is perfect. So we've got one there, one there. This I don't even know. That's because there is a gap. You know what? That's so bad. I'm looking. I was recording it through my phone. There is a gap up here, and I think that's just. Well, I've checked on the back of the box, and it is on the back of the box on their artwork. So it's probably flickering away, but there is a gap up on there. So, shrubbery for the front now. That's what we want. So let me find the photo, and let's see what we can do. So we will turn this back around. So all of these now must, minus these 2 things here, all of this must just go on the front, surely. So I've got the phone. We've got little lily pad. So what is there? That's wrong. So there's 1, 2, 3 there. There's a tree. Where does this go? I can't see all the things. I can't actually see where that's supposed to go. But I think I've just spotted where this is supposed to go, so that's handy, because that goes in that gold thing just there. So that goes in like that. Right, so that's another thing. That's another thing down and done, which is good. Okay, so that isn't on that piece, so it has to be on this bit, but where is it? Because it's either very, very well hidden, or in the photo it's actually in here, or it's around the back. So still looking, there it is. Right, so that is there. It literally just goes in the corner. No wonder I couldn't see it. It goes in the corner there. That's where that goes, and then you have that bit. So potentially, ooh, no, we are just missing that bit. Now we've got these these bits. Where have they come from? They must be from around here, surely. They've got to be. Let me just double check, and then we can actually get on with something then. Now, hand on heart, I cannot find where these go, which is really, really bizarre. So the only thing I can think of is that they are on the inside of the tree, or they are dotted around the back, or they're somewhere. So they fit there, and it adds to that tree. It doesn't take anything away from it, and you can't see it when you spin the tree round. So that is where they're going to stay. Now, if you didn't know, there's an eyeball, and that is where I want to go in that corner. Might be quite fitting. I've actually picked the eyeball up this weekend as a memento of this disastrous thing. So we are slotting that down, so that still fits in nice. That is on there, so I think there's no damage to that bit, because obviously we took that bit out. So hang on, he says all it needs to do is just find the prong. Come on, can't be that hard. Just slot in, please. Hang on. Just like that, first time, nice and simple. So that is in. That is now 100% rebuilt to how it was. So I do apologise that this upload took a rather interesting turn for the worse. Now we have got a couple of lily pads which I am just going to randomly dot about for now, because I don't really think it matters too much where these things go, and I'm sure you guys and girls can let me know in an upload where they're supposed to go. Now this obviously wraps around somewhere. This is the only piece that I don't know where it goes. I know where this goes, but I can't do anything about it. So this is actually the roof hinge for a Technic pen. Like I said, I'm gonna have to take the whole roof off to fix that. So that can just be resting in there, so we don't have to worry about that. This, on the other hand, I do want to know where this goes, because it's got to be wrapping around somewhere really, really simple. But I just can't see where it overhangs and where it goes. It's got to be like a piece like this where it goes over on the outer edges somewhere. So that will be up here. And if you guys and girls can let me know where that piece goes, that'd be fantastic. Right, so we'll get you back stood on here somewhere. You eating your silly carrot can go there. You can stand there. We'll double that up so it looks pretty. There you go. Right, so that is one of 3 of these bits that we're having to move for this. Now I might as well just put you here so you can get a broad view of the next bit that will move and just how bad it could go. So I am going to be picking up from the corner. Over it goes, down it goes, and we're away. Oh dear, that took far too long. My head hurts, everything hurts. I'm about to break my neck over the loft ladders again. I should have done the whole loft by now. I thought, yeah, it'd be fine. No. But let's be honest, this does look rather nice against this green. Rather nice. And I think we can just go straight off Mr. Harry Potter, and we can go from one land to another. A little bit of gap. I'm going to try and keep this in a straight line if I can. What? Not too sure if there's something underneath it. But that is that bit, because obviously this kicks in, so I have got a plan. Because I wonder if I can layer up the rest of the stuff that you see, because I don't know how much I can fit on this table. Now there is a Jurassic Park T-Rex wanting to fall down the loft hatch at the moment, so the tree, caught the tree. Another piece has just pinged down the loft ladders, that's just fallen off now. Ooh dear. Right, so that, see that? Don't know how to split this up. My concern was it's the wrong shape, which, because this is how big this thing is. Obviously all of this is coming out, and it's just a completely different, it's just going to be a completely different land. But let's just see what we can do very, very quickly with not much thought process behind it. How much can we get in? So it's just going to be a run of stuff. So even if we just have the Winnie the Pooh, just use that as the divide. We've got more trees in the back. Now the A-frame cabin could go at the back, or the Winnie the A-frame cabin, Winnie the Pooh, A-frame cabin, both. Can we layer all of this off? I don't even know where to put you now. Head's gone, everything's gone. That could, so we can hide that in there. So it's just part of the, trees and all of that kind of thing. Obviously that needs to go straight back on there, and I need to get the piece that's probably keeping that from falling over, but that'll go there for now. We have then got, can we get the cabin in, or any more of these trees in? I know what's not going to work very well is these Jurassic Park gates. That's such a shame. That's the Jurassic Park gates with the divide. Because we could have this all in front of the Rivendell. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look bad at all, to be honest. The A-frame cabin might have to get sacrificed, I'm afraid. Might have to. Not too sure what it can be used for, but it could go somewhere else eventually. If it will fit on this table for now, we can just make it snug. So don't forget, it's supposed to be part of a theme park, so do want to try and keep it theme park-esque, but this is our green area. Now I know I'm really clutching at straws with this, but right, that's in. Oh, I can't believe I've just spotted how much brick dust is inside this set. That is atrocious. There's going to be so much cleaning involved. That now is starting to look like I have literally just thrown sets on the table, which is really annoying. That bit works alright, those little trees and things. And to be honest, the trees could go across the back. We've got the little Easter egg of the well just in there. I just wanted to surround the Rivendell with trees and have that cottage there. Now, I don't know if the Winnie the Pooh cottage will go where. I don't know where. Let me start again. The Snow White cottage and the Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if that would work. If that would swap. If the A-frame cabin came out completely, that would give us a base plate of space, because it's what I'm going to do with these Jurassic Park gates. Because if I can get these in somewhere, just somewhere, anywhere, would be fantastic. He says as I'm about to break these gates now. What I've done is I've moved everything far too many times, and it's basically gone, no more, not today. See, just like that. I knew that was going to happen before I even moved it. Now, that is basically its own land, which I can live with. Can't live with doing that though, that's just stupid of me. But if that went there, that would fit. It does fit. It fits on the table completely. And don't forget these open. So we could have those open like so. And you've got the Jurassic Park gates that just lead you into the Harry Potter area. Now obviously it should be the other way around, you should be walking in. But at Universal you walk in the gates at random places and you just leave randomly as well. But at least if the gate's there, it means I can still see those bits and pieces. Now obviously the other place I put them is on this side, and then you could see it clear as day from here, and it won't be as hidden for the Harry Potter. So I could put the smaller stuff on that side with all the trees and things, and these gates just go over here. Ideally wanted them angled, but that's just not going to work. So yes, I really, really don't know. This is really, it's just turned into one of those afternoons where absolutely nothing is going right. So I will have a bit of a play off camera. I'm going to grab a drink and a bite to eat, and then see if I can just salvage this. If not, I'll be back to the drawing board, and then we'll see what we can do. Right, I've spread things out ever so slightly just so I can actually see it a little bit clearer. Now, from where you are, it doesn't look horrendously bad, because I've got these three big units side by side. Then we've got the Winnie the Pooh, and then I've grouped these three together. So it gives, now you can see what I'm trying to do with regards to just the shrubbery and all that kind of stuff, because it's all going to be like a nice little tree area. Basically, it's going to be a glorified picnic area in the Jurassic Park. See what I've done there? But I've got to get it to fit. So if we use the divide of these, that should, looking at that, well, it is, yeah, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same width as that. So we've now got a little divide of trees that will then take us into the Harry Potter section. Can you see what we're doing? Yes, you can. So the Jurassic Park gates don't exist. They're going to go here, I think. But for that to work, we're going to have to level or layer this. Now, this has always been a problem because it kicks in so much. The angle on this is so dramatic that either it needs to be raised up high and leveled off straight, and then something goes underneath it, or for the sake of more layering with these trees, if we did that, but now we're going to start to create a forest type thing, and that is what I want to try and do. So we've got all of this all close together, so we've got all the yellows and the greens all mixed in, and then obviously we've got all of those, and it comes down and we've got the little Easter eggs for the Snow White. Now that then leaves these three in the corner. I'm only doing this quickly, it is rough. It does work actually, to be honest. Now if this spun round to the back and this came out completely, so sacrifice has been made for the actual A-frame cabin, can we have these fit side by side? Yes. So they will fit side by side. Maybe it'd be better if I did that. So we've got options with regards to, I don't know what looks better. Does it look better side on or forward? I'm probably forward, I would imagine. Yeah, maybe we swap that one with that one. That's not going to work that way because now I can't get the other one. Can't get the other one in. Lost the squirrel. To the back. Don't know. Actually, don't know if that Winnie the Pooh actually doesn't look too bad now. It's just all the greens. Now, obviously, what I'm trying to do is get the gates here so they open up into the land at an angle. And obviously, these things are huge. So if this was spaced out a little bit more, so we've just got that as a bit of an Easter egg. Now there is potential, might be getting a bit carried away now, but there is potential that we can add in our waterfall again if I didn't have the Winnie the Pooh there. I just don't know if that's going to be too many studs forward, because I can't now. Can I get that to fit? How many studs forward does this need to? That's about it. So no, that's a shame. So this will have to be customized or raised up or something. Okay. So that one goes back to the back. That one's there, that one's there. This comes back out and goes back over to the I don't know what's going to happen pile. Don't know what we're going to do with this colour. No, we just have it all green or what we do on this, but do quite like the layering that's going on that, because it does give out that sort of park feel. Now if I can just get some tables and chairs, because the Rivendell was always supposed to be the eating area for this section anyway, and I think they complement each other quite nicely, because you just got two completely different lands side by side, and then you've got these trees then just at a push. He says at a big push. Even the camera wants to give up now. I had no idea how long this video is. I am so sorry. It felt like it took forever to rebuild that. So we are just going to get this bit done, and then you're going to have to keep your eyes peeled for everything else. But this, do not drop. So that will go at the angle. I have just, there it is, knocked the flame off because I am an idiot. And that's your flame. Another one to go up there somewhere, so I'll find that. And then there's one or two of the pieces that are hanging on basically for dear life. Now, that I can live with, because the big thing's on the corner, but the nice thing is it's not actually interfering with any of this. Now, I generally thought it would be the other way around. I thought it would look better the other way, but now looking at it, those gates are so tall, it would have blocked everything. Whereas at least this, you've got the kind of thing that you're coming into here. Now, obviously what I can do is I can throw in maybe some little Easter eggs of the Jurassic Park sets around here as well. We could spread this out a little bit better, obviously. But as a very rough first draft, I think we can get away with that, because what I could potentially do is actually push all of this up this way to give us a little bit of space on the Harry Potter if need be. So I don't particularly want to infringe onto the Harry Potter table, because I think we're going to be literally coming up to that line. So that is something that I will do now before we wrap it up. I'll let you guys go soak in that and figure out basically what's the best angle for it. What, obviously a car will go there, for example. This now might as well just come all the way up to the top because it doesn't actually get impeded anywhere. I can see that really clear as day. Winnie the Pooh can't really come up too far. It's the big set behind it that can. Really difficult to move on the base plates. So pros and cons of base plates. Base plates look great until you want to move something and then it's a pig. But that is now moved off the table. That's moved off the table, and then that is just tucked in as a little Easter egg. So yes, we're good on that now. So we're not impeding on the Harry Potter. So that is okay. So yes, I think that is how that is going to have to stay for now. Now this is what I wanted to do for everything. I wanted to try and do this kind of thing. Obviously, I said it's rough, very rough. But if you can imagine the Harry Potter bank just here, and then through the trees where you're going to see the track. Well, what an absolute farce that was. I have no idea what I'm going to call this one, but the one that will follow this, really hope it goes smooth, because we have got base plates after base plates after base plates to put down, to get done and have a bit of fun with. And of course then the tiling starts, because I've got to add in all the grey tiles, or the brown probably, because I've got a load of brown, so we can make a nice footpath coming off this, and it's going to snake around into that. Just stood here now, I think that looks really nice. I just hope it's coming through on the camera okay, but I've just got to be so careful that I don't fall down that gap. Now we have obviously lost the A-frame cabin, and the waterfall will have to get rehomed, or they just get put into storage. Might be able to use that A-frame cabin in the Marvel section for the retreat for the Tony Stark thing, and we can just have a little bit of an Easter egg just there. I might be able to hide that and just add those minifigures to it, which I think that'd be a nice little touch. I can keep the trees over this side and then move that over on there. But I think for the sake of what I want to try and achieve, which is to get the Rivendell and the Jurassic Park in on the same table, it works. I'll leave it there for a week or two and see what it does. And then if it doesn't work, we might have to double up the table maybe, and we'll figure it out. But I am so hungry now, it's not even funny. So that is it, and I am done. If this upload feels like it's been hours, and I've got a bad feeling it has been, but I don't know when we actually started on the memory card, so I do apologise. But if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel for more utter chaos, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll see you next one. Ta-da.